Hello everybody, welcome to our final Lake District update of this trip.
Now you may notice that we are presenting it from the splendid sofa rather than...
a splendid mountain. Well, the weather closed in as promised yesterday, and whilst I did get the drone up during the first of our final 3 Wainwrights, we're going to come back to these inverted commas in a moment. I did manage to get the drone up. We didn't actually manage to film with the main camera because it kind of got too wet. And I've already destroyed one camera going out in the rain in the last 2 weeks, and I was pretty keen not to do the same thing again. So we didn't manage to film while we're up there. So we're back in Dorset. So we did finish our final 3 Wainwrights.
Note the inverted commas again.
In order to, we'll talk about that shortly, but in order to understand why there are inverted commas around the final 3 Wainwrights.
Because it was a very successful trip, really. We did all 10 of our final Wainwrights that we were supposed to be doing.
Wainwrights. We just need to wind back the clock to, well, yesterday morning and breakfast in our campervan, Rasheen.
John, I think we've got a problem.
What do you mean, we've got a problem?
The problem was this. This is our Wainwright diary, where I keep a track of all of our toings and froings, and in the front is a lovely little checklist where we can see at a glance all of the fells that we have done. Problem being is that in the early days, John did a couple of trips up with other members of the family rather than me, and I thought I'd taken that into account. I'd put nice little brackets around all the ones that I was yet to do. Except there was one page missing. And I discovered this shortly before we were due to go out on the walk yesterday, and rather put a dampener on things.
I mean, you could imagine there was maybe a little brief flash of frustration on maybe both our parts. I mean, you might think, how could this possibly happen?
We're so organised.
We're so organised
John
most of
would
the time.
possibly maybe say that this happened because he's left me in charge of the diary for the
Well, the
last few
diary
years.
was mine for the first 10 years. Jay has done it for the second 10 years. No one's to blame, are they? No one's to blame. Well, the situation is this. We went up with thinking we had 10 left to do. We actually had 15 left to do. We completed the 10 that we wanted to do and have come back with 5 that we still need to do. So what this all boils down to is we've got one more trip to the lakes to finish the Wainwrights, everybody, and we're actually on 199.
No. 109.
Sorry,
209.
209. Well, I only taught maths for like 10 years. 209 is what we're on. We've got 5 more to go. There's some really lovely ones in there. Great Gables in there. I've done Great Gable.
That was really, really annoying to find out that we had that left to do,
Because we
considering
were virtually on the top of it.
looking up going, oh, that's really imposing, isn't it? I can't quite believe I did that. I haven't done that.
So look, anyway, onto the final day. I did get the drone up. We did Yewbarrow, which is an absolute corker of a mountain.
It's really tough to get up. There's a couple of moments that I might have chickened out if it wasn't for the fact that I thought this was my final day of walking to do this, to bag all of the Wainwrights.
Good scrambling, good scrambling up, good scrambling down. We finished on Caw Fell and did Haycock in the middle. No footage of Haycock or Caw Fell because
it was all very cloudy.
It was just cloudy and rainy and miserable. But we'll leave you with a tiny bit of drone footage of Yewbarrow. And hey, we've all got one more final Furlong trip to look forward to, hopefully before the end of the year.
days are done, you're never gonna see another rising sun. Rave or grave